What's going on, midi chlorians? My name is Midi, this is Bailey, and this is the Shiva, and today we're going thrifty. We're going to Goodwill, maybe more than one, but first we have to text my brother. Hey Siri, can you text fatter brother?
What do you want to say?
What's up, skinny? I'm on the way to Goodwill. Probably won't find anything.
Do you want to send it or change it?
Send.
Done.
All right, so now that's the secret sauce. Me and my brother figured it out. You say you're not gonna find anything, because you're probably not. And then you find something. I'm gonna take the GoPro inside. Oh, I forgot my chest strap. Oh no. First, we gotta get some air in the tire. And this one had a leak a long time ago, and it got replaced with a brand new tire. And yeah, it still has a leak, so I just do this every week. I should probably get one of those electronic, like rechargeable air compressors. But I hear that it takes a little bit longer than just doing this. And I found a 50-cent air pump, so that's good. I hate going to Goodwill. Oh, hello. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Yeah, they did. All right, so we left the Goodwill, and the music was really loud in there, but I filmed like me walking around. I looked up that baseball bat, and I found similar ones. Similar ones that sold for like 30 bucks or something, but I couldn't find that one. And since I've never really sold baseball bats, all right, I'm gonna go to one more, but I feel like I've just been wasting time. You never want to go below a quarter tank of gas, or at least try your best to, because that could mess up your fuel pump. And once your fuel pump goes out, then it's a lot more expensive. But my brother responded. Let's see what he says.
Yeah, good job. Use the trick.
He knows the trick. All right, so it's June 4th, 2 days after the last clip you just saw. I assume I put it in there, but it wasn't very interesting. All it was me trying to hide the GoPro in a Goodwill. I got frustrated because I didn't find anything, and then I left. And then even more frustrated on the way home because of traffic. But it's 2 days later now, and we're gonna try and finish filming this video. What sold? Let's see. Maybe we screen record this. Yes. Do the special commands, and they should be popping up here pretty soon. I assume you can see my mouse right now. All right, so we sold these 4 things. Really it's 3 items, but this guy bought these 2 Disney lights, and I have them in here, so that way you believe me that I have them. But bought a bunch of Disney pins, these are stamps. I think it's like, let's see, 9 in total. I originally had them at $29.99 for the lot of 8 down here. And then he asked me what was my... Actually, he sent me a message. All he said was, what was my best deal on the Dumbo? But he was a message on this lot. And I said, if you buy this lot, I'll give you the Dumbo at $9. I changed it to $8.50 and he bought them both. So that was sick. Next one is this Disney Winnie the Pooh watch. But as you can see, maybe you can't. The second hands are bees, and they tick around. That was probably one of the lots that was in our one of the older videos. And all those batteries were dead, and I've fixed most of them so far. Do you want me to show you how to change a battery in a watch? I will if I have a battery for one, but I do have a watch I need to change one in. Oh, sorry, that one sold for $26.99. I couldn't tell you what I had in it, but and then these shoes, these are Under Armours. I don't know what color do they look like to you here? Please don't say green, because I have it in the listing as gray, and they look gray to me here. But when I was in the other room with the light on, they look green. I'm gonna send him out, see what he says. Well, that's all 4 things that sold, but maybe I'll show you how to pack these things. Oh, that sold, those Under Armour shoes sold for $29.99 plus shipping. The watch was free shipping. It's kind of a weird angle, but first thing I always do whenever I go to ship, especially since this is where I also cook pizza, I clean it. And I just have these Clorox wipes, disinfectant wipes. And I just wipe it down. Seasoning gets all over this thing. So the last thing I want is a buyer to open up his lot of Disney pins and a whole cup of pepper pours out on them. Nice and clean. But it is wet still. So I took a dry paper towel, just wipe it down. First thing we're gonna do is the Disney Bee watch, my brother watch, or Winnie the Pooh watch. We need a box. Got a box. All right, these are 6 by 5 by 5 boxes, and they're fairly small. But if I go down to like a 4 by 4 by 4, I don't think my label will fit on that. My labels are 6 by 4. So I'll fold the box over itself one way and then the other way. And whenever you have a box, you want to make it as square as possible. You don't want like the ends hanging out on the side because it messes with the structure of the box. So I try to square it off as much as possible. And if you guys watched my last video, you know we have one of these. And I'll roll it over the seam once. I'm gonna take a little bit off. Slap these sides down. Now I know in my head that you probably don't need to slap the sides down like that or do that. But also my head doesn't know that I know. So I do it anyways. Next we need packing paper. I always fold it over once for no reason. But this is to help the buyer. Whenever the buyer opens the box and it's inside of the packing paper and the item's just not on the very bottom with packing paper on top. Both work shipping wise, but from the buyer's perspective. Then we'll take our watch. And I have these 7 by 5s. I ordered them thinking they were thicker. These are 7 by 5 bubble mailers and they're very, very thin. So I didn't really trust anything shipping out alone in them, but I've been using them for the watches. You can also just bubble wrap it. I don't think you need to bubble wrap most things because it's probably going to make it if you pack the box well with packing paper. But like Like I said, this is for the buyer. Now throw that down there. Bring the packing paper in a little bit. We need a little bit more. A little bit more. There we go. And you want to not hear anything whenever you shake it. It means it's nice and packed in there. And we'll square off this. And close it up just like the way before. Sides down. And I've just gotten in the habit of doing this. See, that one's not even going to do anything, but I'm going to leave it like that. And one last one. And one good thing to do, alright, one thing to do is, especially if you're shipping, I'm only shipping 3 orders out, and they're all different sizes and different packages probably, so I'll be able to know, but it's always good to write what it is on the box, where the label is going to go to, so that way, I don't know, I'm sure it doesn't matter when it ships out, but maybe the buyer sees it and goes, alright, everybody knows I got a watch now. Everybody knows I know what time it is. So we got the watch ready. Let's do the shoes. Alright, so a couple videos ago, I was rambling about how I was going to change all my stuff to priority so that way I wouldn't have to pay for boxes. But I made a new decision. I got boxes for the shoes. Instead of using the free, oh, these aren't it. Hold on. All right, instead of using the free Priority Mail shoe box that you can get off the website, and they deliver it to you for free, no charge at all. These are pretty good for shoes, but you have to charge the buyer Priority Mail shipping, and it's more expensive. Even if your item is cheaper with the shipping than other people's, when they see a higher shipping price, they're like, meh. So, yeah, I've been changing everything up every week, I think. So I got these boxes for shoes. They're kind of big. I mean, they're about the same square dimension as the other Priority Mail shoe box. It might even be 1 full square inch off. I don't know if that makes sense. But just like the other one, I'm going to tape this one down. Make sure it's nice and square. I think these are 14 by 8 by 6. And just like the watch, I'm going to put paper down first. I'm going to do it both ways. And all we do is we grab our gray shoes. These are gray, right? I swear these are gray. I can't tell. I really can't. Up here they kind of look green, but down here they definitely look gray. So you grab our gray shoes, and they always fit better if you roll them like this. Does that make sense? And then set them all in. One thing I'm going to try and do is use the paper to separate the shoes so they don't rub against each other. But if you pack it well, they shouldn't. And this is just going to need a lot more packing paper. One thing I do have an opinion on though is whenever people tell you that it's a pretty good idea to add a thank you card into your packages whenever you send out your items that sold. I'll be honest. I've been ordering off of eBay for a very long time. Probably like 20 years. Probably my first eBay buy was 20 years ago. Or at least my mom let me buy it. But I've never gotten a thank you card and being like, yes! And I put it up on the fridge and I save it forever and I buy from them over and over and over again because they gave me a thank you card. You know what would be nice? If they put some money in, like, hey, I'm gonna be honest, I paid $1 for that $100 pair of shoes you just bought. Here's $1 back. A little kickback. And that's that. I mean, we can write. You know, I told you guys to do it, so. Shoes. Next up is the Disney pins. And normally I'll ship one single pin out in like a 7x5 bubble envelope. But this guy got 9. So I think it'd be alright if I just ship them out in a box. But I'm going to bubble wrap each of them or do something with it. I haven't sold this many pins to one person at once. And if you're curious about these, about this roll of bubble wrap, I got this one. It probably started out that big, but this one and another one for $34 free shipping from someone on eBay. I've been buying from the same person for a couple years. But where's my cutter? I have a gap in between the oven and the countertop, and it's perfect for, oh, you didn't even get to see it. It's perfect for a bubble. Move this out of the way. All right, I made some bubble wrap. I'm just gonna wrap them individually. Kablam. And I keep this kind of tape, the Scotch tape roller around too. And that's what I used to like use for my labels, and then I switched over to using, that's way too much tape. I don't want to overdo it. Professional, dude. I'm a professional. This is why I'm only part-time, because I can't get the tape right. And I didn't want to, what was I saying? So I got this roller. I didn't want to overdo it with the duct tape on the labels when I was putting the labels on from the printer. And then I just decided I was tired of doing that. And it's kind of, it's harder than it looks, all right? Yes, it is. Who said that? But I figured just having the one tape would be better. But now I have the thermal Rollo printer, and it's a stick-on label, so I don't really have to do much of taping at all now. I guess just all the Disney pins. Whoever buys all these lots of Disney pins. I don't know. I think I'd be happy if I got my Disney pins like this. Unless I got 150 of them, that would suck. These Disney pins did come from a 150 Disney pin lot that I bought, and this is the first batch that sold out of it. Paid $90 for 150 Disney pins. And these were, how much were they? $33 these all in, I think. $32.50. Free shipping. So we'll get the shipping label printed out, and then we'll see exactly how much we netted on this one. Kind of give myself a better idea of how much more I need to sell before I get my money back and I'm in the profit. All right, last pin. And This guy's gonna be like, what the heck does 38 mean? I'm not telling. Bag it up, bag it up, bag it up, bag it up. And we're gonna ship them in this box. And same thing. We'll do paper down. Then we'll do our pins, and then we'll close it up. Good. And just like with the other one, try and keep it as square as possible for structural integrity. A little bit on the downs. You think buyers would be upset if they found out that I was biting the tape before they got their package? How about this? How about you buy some of my stuff? I'll send it to you, and then you tell me how upset you are when you get bitten tape. Dens. I was going to write Disney, but the other things that Disney watch as well. All right, let's print those labels. We got to check the happy meter. Looks like we're checking the sleepy meter. Sleepy meter 10. Content meter 10. I got my bulk label screen pulled up for eBay. I've got all the dimensions put in, but we're just gonna weigh each one and enter in the weights. Let's see, which one is this one? This is our watch. 5 ounces, so I'm just gonna enter in 5 ounces on the watch. And I just don't want to show any information. Let's see. And then this one is the pins. Oh, you can't even see them. 6 ounces on the pins. Yeah, so I got this Rollo printer as well, or Rollo scale as well as the printer to help me out. And it's way better than that kitchen scale I have. And then the last one is the shoes. Gotta pick it up in one hand. Oh! Alright, there we go. Zero it out. Weighs way more than I thought it was going to. 2 pounds, 4 ounces, and the buyer only paid for 2 pounds. So, let's see, buyer paid $6.26 at 2 pounds, but if I add, I thought I said 8. 2 pounds. Did I think I said 8? 2 pounds, 4 ounces. And that's going to increase it to $6.54. So the shoes are going to cost $6.54. Buyer paid $6.26. The watch is going to cost $4.55. That was free shipping. And the Disney pins is going to cost $4.47, and that was also free shipping. So I'm going to go review purchase. Yep, there we go. It's going to cost $15.56 to ship all this stuff out. And we'll click confirm and pay. There we go, print labels. And here we go. I love this thing. So whenever you go to click print labels, it pops up a new tab, and that's going to be your labels is in the new tab. So after the labels print, you just don't have to hit back or anything. You just go back to the other tab, and I scroll down to what we just sold, and then I look at the name, and I go, okay, that name matches that for these shoes, and then I put that label on these shoes. Where did I write shoes on here though? Ooh. Oh, blam. Shoes, and the next one is this guy. Got the watch. I hope you enjoy the watch. Pins. Watch. And the last one, I even know, though it's only one left, I always check to make sure. Mr. This Guy got the Disney things. And as far as like putting the thank you note in there, I'm not saying I'm not thankful. I'm just saying, like, I don't think the buyer cares. Just give them what they paid for. All right, all that stuff's ready to go to the post office. I'll see if I can show you guys how to change a battery in a watch. It's pretty easy, at least with these Disney ones so far. All right, I'm gonna show you guys how to change a watch battery. This one was from a lot and maybe like 2 videos ago. But the whole reason I bought the lot was because I thought this was gonna be worth $50, but the band was broken. I thought it was like new. So with most of these Disney watches, they have like a press-on back. I don't really know what you call it, but you want to look for a crease, a very small crease running somewhere along the back of the watch to get this cover off. And I think it's right here. Can you guys see the indentation? It's very small, but you need something very small to pry it open. I have this little Phillips head thing, but you could also use like this little Phillips head thing. I've seen people use knives, but it seems kind of dangerous. But you just want to get something tiny in there, preferably not sharp, because if you miss the indentation, you could pop it up and stab yourself, which I hope I don't do right now. But see, and then it just comes off. And sometimes they'll have like this plastic covering to keep the watch face from moving around. And then it has like your battery right here. I hope I have the right battery. But really, you could probably just pull it out. But it's kind of easy to pop it out with the, and then you take your other battery, and most of these Disney batteries use this watch battery called 377. A lot of the battery names are interchangeable, so 377 could also be 376. And then what I do is I'll just check to make sure the second hand's ticking, and yep, there it is. And that's all you got to do. And then we'll put the cover back on. And this also helps keep the battery in place. But then we'll put our back plate back on. It should just press on. Yep. And to set a watch, for most of these Disney watches are pretty easy. You pull the knob out and all the time stops. I can't tell if the watch face is in there even, but and then you just turn it until you get to the current time. And once you do, you push that knob back in. That's it. Alright, I'm on the way to the post office to drop off those packages. those things that sold that I told you. And I guess I'll stop by the Goodwill since it's so close. Probably won't find anything though. Alright, that's the Strat. We're on the way to the Goodwill again for the fourth time in this video. You gotta believe you're not gonna find anything. That's when you find something. So I dropped off the packages, all three. Post office has secured all three packages. All I do when I go there is, as long as you have the label on there, the paid label that you get, that you print off from eBay, you just stick it on the box and I just drop it off on the counter. I don't wait in line or anything. There's a chute that says parcels only, and then it also says no regular mail. And it's a pretty big chute. All right, story time. One time, this is why I don't use the chute anymore. It's not because I'm confused about the directions. One time, I was trying to put a 12 by 12 by 4 box into that chute. This is a priority mailbox that was given to me by the Postal Service. So I put that box in there and wanting to go, and it's supposed to flip to the other side of the wall. Well, when I went, it didn't come back down. I kid you not, that thing was broken for a whole year. I know they read my name and my address off of that package that was in there. I know they did. I'm sorry. Next thing, Happy Meter. Well, nope, no Happy Meter, because you know why? You guys are with me. You guys didn't stay home? Did you? No, you came with me. So Happy Meter is a 10 all time. Turn the air up a little bit. Now it's a 10. Yeah. Big Happy Meter. So with all those there's sales that we did. Sales. There's 3 sales. The shoes, after shipping and fees, I think came out to $23 that eBay gave me. And I got about $5.50 into those. Hopefully, either one of 2 things happens when the buyer receives it. One, he also thinks they're gray. Or 2, he realizes they're green, but likes them anyways. The other thing we sold was that Disney watch, the Bees, the secondhand Bees watch, and I think after fees we got $17. I don't remember. I'll put them up on the screen. And then the third one, yeah, I don't know what the cost of goods is on that because it came in a lot, like a large lot with a lot of items. But the third one was the Disney pins. And I think we got 22 after shipping and fees. So from those Disney pins, we bought a lot of we bought a lot of 150 Disney pins. Oh, we did. Oh, that's why I keep saying we. And we paid $90 for them, and those were the first ones that sold. So we're still $70, $68 behind, but we still have like 135 more pins. I'm not leaving yet. I'm sorry. Lady wanted my parking spot. Paid. Let's see. Probably spent about, hey, say hello. Probably spent about 20 minutes in there. Picked up these socks. It's not complete in here, but they're vintage Rawlings socks, crew socks. I'm sure someone would still buy them even though it's not complete. Paid $7, but on the way in I saw Harry Tornado waiting in line. I'm about to go into the bins. BRB. I'll be right back. I won't be long, I promise. I went to the bins, okay, with the intent of messing with Harry Tornado. But then they were just looking for stuff, being normal. They almost looked normal, except for they had GoPro chest straps. They looked like half robots. I don't know if I'll go to another Goodwill. I've had the dogs in the car for too long. I feel bad. All right, I talked it over with the dogs, and they said they don't want to go to the park. See, they're content. I'm gonna take them to the park, but it's right beside his house. Whose house? You know who. His house. And it's a thrift store that I've maybe came out of there once with something and went into like 20 times. I feel like some of the employees might be taking the good stuff, but we'll try it. Every time. You can't be unhappy while you're in the car with me. I could have left you at home with a demon kitty. It's a key. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Here. Here. What the heck? Hey! Nothing even came out. Come on. Come on. You got the ball? You got the ball? Shiva, you coming? Go. And the Shiva. There she is. Hey, come on. There we go. Hello, y'all ready to go home? Oh, you okay? You okay? Hey. Oh, I just knocked her over. Oh, I'm sorry. So that his house is just weird. Like, I went there last week. Probably today's Tuesday, so I went there probably last Tuesday. I'm pretty sure, but they had like most of the same stuff as before. I'm like, okay, I guess people don't really come here that often or don't donate that often. And now I'm walking to the back where all the DVDs and potential hopeful games are. There were two. I might have filmed them, but yeah, they had their back room open. I hate that turn. They had their back room open, and it was completely full. It's a huge room, probably 600 square feet, full of bags and bags and bags fuck out on the floor. Let me buy it. Let me look at it. Let me buy some of that stuff. Why do you think they do that? I got home. As soon as I walked in the door, I told the dogs what good girls they were. Then I peed. Then I got on Facebook Marketplace. Probably about 4 minutes later, I get a listing popping up for 42 Nintendo Wii games, and they're asking $50 for it. I said, hey, is this still available? I can come meet right now with cash. And they said, yes. I gotta drive 40 minutes to Sandhills. 80 minutes. Is this gonna be worth it? An hour and 20 minutes worth of my time? I don't know. Mario Kart Wii was in the picture, and some other obscure titles, I think. Some I hadn't heard of. Maybe some Wii U games, but we'll see how it goes. Park near the road. Okay. All right, we're right here. Ooh. just scored a bag, fellas. We just scored a bag. And she double bagged it for us. Kaboom, dog! Okay, midi-chlorians, what's up? Check it out. We got the haul for today. We got these socks and this big bag of games. This is probably the biggest haul we've ever seen on this channel, where I went and picked it up myself and it didn't get delivered. We spent a total of $57, and yeah, I'm really excited to see this. So that listing popped up, and I really didn't look too much into it. I saw how many games there were. I saw that some of them were Wii, some of them were Wii U, but I did see Mario Kart in the lot, and yeah, I was like, I'm messaging right away. They responded right away, and I was able to go pick it up right away. I kind of checked a couple cases earlier whenever I picked them up. Hopefully you can see that in the footage, because I tried to film that, but if not, sorry. And I didn't check Mario Kart. So first, let's figure out how much these socks are worth. All right, I looked them up. Pretty hardcore, probably for like 3 minutes. Pretty hardcore look up. I found one listed on eBay, and I guess their pack is like completely full. Mine's obviously been opened at some point, and maybe someone took some out, but they'll have theirs listed for $50 plus shipping. None sold. I couldn't find any on the internet either. So his are crew socks. These are like ankle socks, but they're the same bag. This bag has a tag on it. It says like 92. I think that's May 4th, 1992. but then it also has this lot number on it, and it says 97. So maybe they were sold again in 97. Don't know, but I don't know. I'm gonna list them. Probably 35 bucks plus shipping. See what happens. See what happens. All right, we had our appetizer. Let's get to our meat. But first we must check the happy meter. Yeah, she's kind of happy. What about the Shiva? Yeah, she's kind of happy. Yeah, look how happy they are. Look how happy they are. It's like a 2 out of 2. All right, now the games. No more edging. But first, let me tell you a story about myself. So, this is my modest little game collection we got here. Okay, it's probably about a third of my collection. No, I'd say a fifth. Yeah, this is probably about a fifth of my collection, mostly PS4 and PS3. I have 2/5 of my collection in this closet because it was taking up a lot of space and I never really played them anymore. And then the other 2/5 my brother has stored somewhere. He just decided he was just going to store them. So thanks, little bro. So I think what I'm going to do is time lapse kind of me going through and checking all the discs and stuff, or checking to see if they have their discs. There it is, Mario Kart. No! Oh well. You know, without that Mario Party, I don't know how good of a deal this is going to be, but I'm going to add everything up and figure out which ones are the most valuable ones. Hopefully we got at least a couple good ones in there, but I paid $50 for everything. I thought this was going to be in. It's the only one I was hoping for. It's all right there. I went ahead and priced everything out through eBay comps. Sold comps on eBay for every single game. And I will never, ever, ever do this again unless you like this video. But we got all of our lower dollar stuff, which is most of them, over here, and then more of the higher end stuff on the right side. Like for instance, and I'm not kidding, Meet the Robinsons. I have this comped at -$1. This was being sold for $2.38 with free shipping. Complete. It costs more to ship. This one, -$2. I am not joking. I'm serious. -$2 on that one. So we've lost money so far. We paid $50 for everything. We lost money. What the heck is TDM equal FAT? It's supposed to be like, who did that? Okay, $1, you know, $1. Most of these are going to be $1. What is this? Woof. No price. I'm pretty sure that one's $1. Like our $2. What is this? That one was $1. And then we get our $2 row, like Avatar. Some of the Star Wars are, the Lego Star Wars are pretty bad. Most of it's pretty bad. Like we get into our 3 column. What the heck is Jess Lil Sis? That one's $3. 3. SpongeBob's $3. I thought that was going to be better. And then we get to our $4 row. we're starting to get up there. We're starting to get to $9 free shipping on some of these games. Just Dance actually did better than all those other games. Just Dance 4, I believe. Yeah. And Nintendo Land, Wii U. And then if you take a look at this, you saw earlier that we pulled this out of that bag and it didn't have a game in it. And this is what I was most excited about for the lot. But it's still more valuable. This isn't a game. There's no game in here. All of these have games. This is more valuable. And then we get into our like $5 section. Indiana Jones, Wipeout. What the heck is going on here? I love you, Mom. It goes like this. All right, $5 for Rayman, and then we get up to our $6 games. Mario and Sonic I was surprised about being as valuable as it is. My Sim Agents, Assassin's Creed, Pac-Man Party I thought was going to do better, and then Sonic and Black Knight, $6. And then we get to our like bigger, like $12 for Rabbids Land. Splinter Cell, $14. Wii Sports, it had a couple scratches on it, so I do have a Wii that I need to test and sell, so I guess I'll do that. And then we get over to our biggest game out of all the games, and it's this one right here. It's another empty. This one you couldn't pay someone to take, I bet. No, I'm just kidding. It's this tank. What the heck is? Subscribe. $24 for the tanks. So in total, after adding everything up, I think, yeah, there we go. Value after shipping and before eBay fees, a total of $177. I spent $50. eBay will probably take 12 or 13%. I don't really know. I never know. It's always different. So $177, and then we have our price charting value. This I entered in every single game on price charting, and most of them are complete, besides a few. And I did just do case only for the Mario. So this is the value that we got from price charting, $337.35. So if anyone's ever like doing a video where they're picking up a ton of games and then entering into price charting and telling you how much they're worth, they're forgetting about shipping and fees. Yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you, dude. We got like 136 subscribers now. The last video got like 300 views, which is crazy. And yeah, dude, just thank you. Really appreciate it. And how you say? Money. Throw
your hands up if you with it. Everybody knows that I kill it.